Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Carissa here, and today we're going to be doing 5 awesome custom hacks. I know that a lot of you struggle with certain areas of customizing, so I hope that this can be useful in some way. These are all my kind of things that I use. Some you may never have seen before, but I hope that they're really useful. So if you have any other suggestions for videos, tutorials, and customs, anything, please leave them in the comment section down below, and let's get on to the first one.
So first up we have cling wrap bases. These are really useful portable bases that you can sit your custom on, and they're really easy to make. Most people have cling wrap and you can unfold them and reuse them and make as many of them as you want, and I sit my customs on them while I'm working with them or while they're drying. They're just really useful in general, and to make them you just want to take a piece of cling wrap and fold it into a tight rectangle or a square. You can change the thickness, the length, you can really customize it to what you want. I usually make mine to hold about 2 customs, and they're just so great, guys. I definitely recommend you try them. Now for you who always say that doing the eyes is the hard part, I know because it was really hard for me when I started out, so I come up with this technique for you guys to help you do the inside layers of the eye. Now what you want to do is take a small dotting tool or a toothpick, put some paint on the end and start tracing a circle with it inside the eye. And you can take as much time as you want with this. Remember, this is going to act like a guide or kind of like a dot to dot kind of thing, where you're going to trace it and then fill it in with your paintbrush. And this way you'll get a really even, nice layers in your eye. And you can also do this, not just for the eye, but the eyelashes as well, like you can see me doing here. And I actually never tried doing this until I did the tutorial, and then I realized, oh, it actually works really well and it gives you a really nice finish, so I definitely recommend you try this if you're having trouble with eyes. Now for our next one, you're going to make sure that you're using a waterproof sealant and that your base of your custom is sealed before you begin putting any details like the eyes or other paint colors on there. Now this is actually going to help you with removing wet paint that you might accidentally put on the base. So if you've sealed your base with a waterproof sealer, what you can do is take a damp tissue and very gently pat away the paint. And I do this all the time because I'm a bit clumsy and sometimes I get paint on my beautiful white bases and it's just really a pain. So I definitely recommend you try this, it will save you some heartache. Now this one is for those of you who actually don't have access to templates. These are little color charts and I use them sometimes when I want to see if colors on my custom will mix and match. So what I do is I take all my paints and I paint from most used to least used in like a little scale, as you can see here. And I can look at it and say whether the colors work or not, and if they don't, I will rearrange them and change them up. And they're just a really great way to play around with your colors if you don't have a template to design your LPS on. Now for our last one, this is just a little bit of a guide to helping you make more even pieces. Now when I make them, instead of just taking some clay and going, oh, I'm going to have this much on this end and this much on this end, I actually take my piece and I roll it into a semi-flat rectangle or a cylinder. And by doing this, you actually make it easier for yourself to measure and work out where the half point is, and also by doing this you can roll it to the thickness that you want, and so when you shape your pieces they're actually going to be really similar in thickness. And that's really important because in getting uneven pieces, when you put them on the custom, it's probably very noticeable. And the other thing too, when you sculpt something on one side, sculpt it on the other. So for this bow, what I did to one side, I really had to do to the other, and this will help you achieve a really even look with your sculpted pieces and customs.
Guys, that was it for today, but I hope that you enjoyed and you learned something new, and I hope that it will be useful for you guys. I know that some of these definitely come in handy for me sometimes, and I mean the bases especially, because my work surface is not non-stick and paint just automatically attracts to it and it's really hard to get off. So if you guys have the same problem, or you work in an area which you have to be really careful about getting paint on places, you can make just huge cling wrap bases and just put them all over your desk, which is really useful to make sure things stay clean and there's no paint on anything. So guys, that's it, but I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any other suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll say goodbye guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.